Hello guys, TheRsdg here and welcome back to another episode of 2OP SMP Command Block Survival. Last episode, we made a very cool system indeed. We made an XP storage system that allows us to store our XP for free, like so. And we can withdraw it in two different ways. We can withdraw it just like XP, and we could withdraw this ore so we can repair our tools with it, which is pretty cool, I think. Anyways, that's what we did last episode. Check out the episode if you want to learn more. It's in the cards, which is that little eye thing in the top right, I think it is. Okay, so this episode I've already prepared a little bit. This episode we are going to work on a little mini game here in the mini games area that Noah set up. He recently built, well, recently, this is pretty old already. It's a little mini game which if you press it, then you have to find a red block. And then the floor falls away, basically. And then when I fall, let me quickly fall. There you go. You lose. The games have started. Okay. I guess it has a little bit of bugs in it. He also built this roller coaster, which I rode for a bit, but it's not done yet. It ends about there. But it's pretty cool. It uses the no gravity tag, so it flies over there and then goes through, and then it flies again. So at the moment, it has some dirt blocks underneath, and it doesn't look. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. I mean, it's not mommy's loveliest, but he'll pretty up. I'm sure. But we are going to add to this to get this area going because it's pretty fun. I mean, that game you probably shouldn't play alone, but this game you probably will play alone. It's going to be Whack a Card. And I've seen multiple instances of this. People have made this before, but I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach here. What I'm going to do is that the player is going to stand right here. I'm going to probably lock him in with barriers or something, and then he's going to press a button underneath. And then we're going to set up a hopper clock underneath here somewhere that counts a certain amount of items, and when you hit a... Oh, it's during nighttime. And when you hit the minecart, it adds a point, blah, blah, blah. It's not too difficult, actually. So we just need one scoreboard objective, again, for the... how's it called, for the score to display, which it's going to be a task to, let's say, I mean, score objectives, they're pretty expensive. They're 5 diamonds each. Now, I do have a few diamonds. I went on a little mining trip a little while ago, so I can actually afford those, which is not an issue at all. It's just the fact that you have to pay 5 diamonds. So, to quickly start off here, I've already, as you said, I put in this, the detector rails are on there, so we can just summon in a minecart, which I need to pay though, and then we're good to go. So my inventory is a little bit of a, yeah, it doesn't look too good. I don't even have blocks to build on, so let me quickly get some stuff ready, get the minecart, pay the scored objective, and then I'll talk to you then. Okay, so I did some work here. Just a little bit. Okay, no, it has been changed over here. I basically hooked up these red pads where the detector rails are on. I hooked them up with redstone onto a redstone torch. So now when they are powered, they unpower the torch, and basically when all the minecarts are gone, they are hooked up to this note block, and the note block plays that noise. If you could even hear that, because there's a zombie burning outside, and there's noises far louder than this one. Anyways, what we're now firstly going to do is I put down some armor stands, and what I want to do is I want to do an entity data command on those armor stands. At E, type equal to armor stand in a radius of, let's say, 5. That should target all of them. And then we're going to make a marker true. We are going to set their tags to RSdg whack stand, something like that. So RSdg whack a thing stand. And what do we, oh yeah, rotation. We are going to set that to 0.0 float, comma 0.0 float. This will basically reset their rotation, which means that well, Minecraft has to render less. That's a little lag thing. So we can now try and say at E tag equal to RSdg. That's not how you spell that. No, whack stand, and that should result in 1, 2, 3. I assume that's 8. So yeah, that's 8. I also set up a hopper clock here, which we're going to use later. I am going to take out the items later on because its ticking is getting pretty annoying. But what we can do now is we can hook up there. I'm going to put up a start button right there. And we're going to make that like so. I just forgot to do that because there's not a button yet. It's just a torch. So let's put the button there. And what we want to do for the moment is we want to spawn a minecart. I've prepared one here, but I might make more in the future to make it a little bit more interesting. So what we're going to do is when we press that button, because of the redstone, I can't really hook it up to anything. I don't think. Well, I might be able to fit it in right here if we are a little careful. So that should mean that if we do this and this, no, okay, we can't. That's clear. We can't put redstone here, so we need to use some kind of wireless redstone or put command blocks all around it, which I think I will use. So let's go to game mode 1 and let's see what we can do. So what we want to do is execute at a random type equal to armor stand is important, otherwise it won't work. Stand tag equal to RSDG whack stand, and we want to summon a minecart writable. I'm a little bit curious on how to spell this. Summon minecart writable. Yeah, you do with me. That's interesting. Writable at its spot. And what we want to do then in a chain, there you go. Okay. We want to TP, or no, execute once again. Let's actually copy that. Okay, no, we can't. Okay, execute at E tag equal to RSDG whack stand. And what we are going to do is we are going to teleport any entity that is a minecart writable. Tag equal to minecart writable. Type equal to minecart writable. In a radius of 1, we are going to teleport that a certain amount of blocks up. I am not sure how many, so let's count. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, and that's 7. So 7 blocks up. And that should already do something. So let's try. Okay, well, yeah, there is a minecart right here. I am sure that if I relog, there you go. But that is an issue. That is indeed an issue. So, what? Oh, yeah, that worked. What might actually work is if we disable you and... okay, there you go. We can actually, I just forgot, summon it 7 blocks up. Because a teleport in the same moment that we are summoning it might make it an issue, so... Yeah, that's far better. Note. Okay, very good. So yeah, we can scrap you. That I didn't think about that. That's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, that's actually the randomization done. If we want to do 3, we have to do something different though. So if we want 1 armor stand at a time, we can, or 1 minecart at a time, we can do it like this. But if we want to do 3, we have to do it differently, because that means that we can have 2 minecarts at the same place, which is not what we want. So yeah, but for now I only have 1 minecart. We can put it away now, and we have the system working. Now what we want to do is when this system turns on again, so when this turns on again, we want to do it again. So what we do is we copy it, we put you there, we copy it, and we do it again. So that means that now when we press the button, it's in an infinite cycle of summoning minecarts. It actually summoned 2. And now it's summoned 1. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, this is getting somewhere. Okay, this is going in an infinite loop. So we want to do something on the clock here. The clock is there for a reason. It's timing the amount of like items, I guess, we can play. So once we press the button, we want this clock to enable. And once this clock disables, we want to disable this command block. That sounds a little difficult, but it's actually really easy to do. Let's go to game mode 0. And I have brought at least 3 repeaters, so we can put one here. And the cool thing about repeaters is we can lock them if we power them. So we have to decide which input we take for basically which in which way the items are going to flow to time. So they are now flowing inside this one or outside. So I guess how actually does this work? We need to take an output from this. Now there's item in both, and this is the moment it should turn off. So the moment that the items start flowing inside of the other one, the clock should turn off. So how do we actually do that? I don't think we need a hopper clock for that, do we? No, we don't. Oh, this is so sad. I built all those resources to build a hopper clock, and now we don't need a hopper clock. It's pretty sad. We just need a hopper and a chest. Well, I don't have a chest at the moment, so we can use 2 hoppers. Let's actually build it into the ground a little bit more because we need it about there. So yeah, 2 hoppers. There we go. Yeah, fine. And then what we can do is we can just edit with block data. We can edit this hopper to put items in there. So basically what we need to do then is we once the items are all in here, or there's none in here rather, that moment we turn that on. So what we do, and I'm not the redstone genius. No, I've never been a redstone genius. I was about to say that I've been a redstone genius, but I never was. And that uses up my 3rd repeater as well. So I hope I don't need any more, because then I have to get some. So yeah, repeater here. No, we would need to wait for that to be empty, and then we want the signal to turn on. So we need it like so, like so. Okay, we need a redstone torch. Luckily. Okay, but when there's items in here, this turns off. So basically we wait for this to run out, and this is going really fast because we have a hopper underneath as well. So we need to make this a chest, and then basically what we do is once this is empty, I'm going to need a system that clears it and puts the same amount of items back in here, basically moving the items in a simplified way. So let me quickly get to work, and I'll see you then. Believe it or not, but this has been going very smoothly, and we're almost done actually. So that just the things I did off camera here. I did the title here thing, so there's an empty title, so we can do the subtitle here, which just says your score was points, and then the ha 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 was basically your score. I also did this system that's now working flawlessly. So we're now timing from 2 stacks. I still have to get rid of those items though, so the easy way to do that is to put them in here. I'm going to put in 2 stacks of items, and that's going to be stone bricks, but yeah, I can convert the stone, but I don't care. So okay, so sorry, I paid those items. The other thing I need to do is I need to add a scored objective. Scoreboard objectives, add, and then whack points. Dummy. There we go. And that's my diamonds. Bye bye. So yeah, that's where the diamonds went. Whack points here. I've already set out those commands, and everything is working as far as I know. We need to get back to game mode 0 to actually put in the piece of redstone here. And I'm not actually sure in how far this is working. So I guess we just have to test it, right? Oh yeah, that's a thing we need to fix, that the item is gone. So, okay. Let's whack it. And it should go. Okay, so we have that issue. Okay. This is going pretty fun. Okay. It's just hard to predict where the minecart is going. It's also a bit of luck with the redstone, I imagine, because the redstone sometimes doesn't turn on. Oh, that was pretty lucky. And then in a while, these stacks should run out. Maybe 2 stacks for testing was a little bit too many. Where did it go? Okay, there it is. I must say it's pretty fun so far. It's not amazing, but yes, I have to clear out the minecart that popped in my inventory. Okay, that was it, but I did not get the title, which is pretty sad. Let's scoreboard. Oh, of course. I haven't actually... Okay. I'm just going to let these minecarts despawn for now. I haven't actually set up a command block that counts the points. I don't think. This might be it. If we have it, this command block should be it. And it's not. So, what do we do to fix this? Do this, and I hope I just... Yes, I lost my command blocks. Okay, so I need to grab a command block, get 29 of them. Where did I get these torches from? I just duped some torches. This is the issue of 2OP SMP, guys. Duping things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just give me 15. I don't really care about the rest. We probably put some in here as well. Okay, so like so, and then scoreboard, players, add at P, whack points, 1. Okay, and now for testing, just for testing, I'm going to adjust these numbers. So instead of putting 2 stacks in there, I'm going to put like 1/4 in there. So it should now last half a stack, which is a pretty strange time number. I'm just curious why the text didn't pop up. Sorry if I'm a little bit silent, but I'm really concentrated at the moment. Okay, there we go. Find it, find it. Was that it? I think that was it. That might have been it. It is it. Okay. So why doesn't it do this then? I'm still in creative mode, I know. So that is working? Is that working? I don't know. This should be working. I've tested this one. Subtitle, yeah, that should be working. And title at P title. If we just copy this over, put it in our chat, and just enter hi here. Oh, my bad. Okay, so we did something wrong here, which I'm actually not sure what. Did I really mess this up? No, that doesn't work either. And now I'm debugging a title command on camera. For some reason, I just can't handle the new JSON. That's what I'm saying. Let me fix these issues. Maybe add some more things. We'll see, and I'll see you in the next clip. I think I can actually say it's done now, which I'm pretty proud of. Yeah, let's just give it a go. I set it. I've still set the time down. So let's just play around and see how we do. I've been getting 6 and 7 points. It seems like I'm getting 5 this time. But yeah. Oh, I'm still in creative mode. So one thing I fixed, yeah, 6 points. One of the thing I fixed is that the items drop. Because I'm in creative mode, they don't even drop. So that's yeah. I should have just switched to survival mode, but I have tested it, so it does work. It's these command blocks here that handle that. I have also added a mechanism that kills the minecarts afterwards. So if you don't manage to kill the minecart before the timer runs out, then it will kill the remaining minecarts, even though you're not basically doing it. Not basically hitting it. So yeah, that's now fixed. I also fixed up the timer, as you saw, or the timer, the title. And I think that's really all I did. It's not too much. It's just a little changes that I did that really make it work. So now the only thing we need to do is change those back to 64, and we're good to launch, basically. Maybe some glowstone here and there to just make it look a little bit better, but this now should be a fully playable game. So I guess I could play around. I mean, why not? See, the items pop off, but they do disappear once the new minecart appears, so that's good. That's exactly what we want. And we might get some dupes I just thought of, but that doesn't really matter. I think this is pretty fun. And the purpose of this is not really to go here and play games. I think it's more fun to just have a reason to come here and build a thing. That's the reason I got here. I'm not expecting people to compete for high scores or anything. Oh, it's not done. I got out of my cage. Okay, so you can notice when you hit them very quickly, they disappear quicker, so you can have higher streaks, basically. Score was 25 points, and as you see now they don't disappear, so I guess that's a bug, but I think people could be nice and just throw those away. I'm very happy that this project actually worked out. It's pretty fun. We have something to put here. And I think it's a good episode filler as well. So I hope you enjoyed this little episode. I'm very proud of what we made here. And if you did enjoy the episode and want to see more of these kind of videos, then please leave a like and a subscription if you really enjoyed it. And if you want to see more, there's a playlist down in the description, and you can click the card in the top right to visit the last video. That's a mouthful. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later, guys. Bye!